Our brains, through constant habit, in which it has found security, has become mechanical. I do not know if you have not observed it. Mechanical in the sense habitual, following certain definite pattern, repeating that pattern over and over and over again in a different field, but it's still a pattern. And the routine of daily life. The brain has become, if you observe, mechanical. The repetition of pleasure, the burden of fear, and not being able to resolve it. So gradually, the brain, or part of the brain, has become mechanical. Mechanical in the sense we are using the word repetitive, both biologically as well as psychologically, repetitive, caught in certain patterns of belief, dogma, ideologies, the American ideology, the Russian ideology, the ideologies of India, and so on. Where there is the pursuit and a direction which becomes mechanical, the mind and the brain deteriorate. Please follow this, if you will, kindly. When we live a life that is repetitive, however pleasant, however desirable, however complex, a repetitive life, which is the same belief from childhood to death, the same rituals, whether it is church or the temple or wherever it is, the rituals, the repetition of it over and over and over again. The repetition of pleasure, sexual, or the pleasure of achievement, the pleasure of possession, the pleasure of attachment, all these make the brain deteriorate because they are repetitive. I hope you understand. We are meeting each other this question. So, as long as there is the pursuit of pleasure as a repetitive process, and the burden of fear, which man has not resolved, but has run away from it, escaped from it, rationalized it, but it still remains, we are saying that the brain, or part of the brain, deteriorates. And this is very important, it seems to me, to understand. Because here is a country that's very young, historically speaking. And is it already deteriorating? Or is there a new life being born, regenerative, creative, not in the technological sense, not in the inventive sense, not in writing new books and new ideas, but a mind that is not, a brain that is incapable of repetitive way of life. That repetitive, pursuing pleasure everlastingly does bring about the deterioration of the brain, if you have observed this. And I hope in talking over together, you are observing your own mind